We can't deny that we all have character flaws. Even the best people have flaws, regardless of how amazing and creative their personalities are. However, when it comes to the signs in the zodiac, Scorpio is categorized as one of the worst signs. People who have experienced this water sign's negative and unfavorable traits often have a hard time praising them for their positive sign, which includes being powerful, mysterious, and independent with loads of energy. In this video, we will reveal the undeniable reasons why Scorpio is the worst zodiac sign. Revengeful, Scorpios are known for their intense desire for revenge when someone crosses them. They firmly reject the idea of forgiving and forgetting. While they're undeniably among the most passionate and dedicated individuals out there, this doesn't mean they'll let offenses slide. If a Scorpio is convinced they've been wronged, they take it very seriously. They don't buy into the notion that time heals all wounds. Instead, they'll ensure that you face the consequences of your actions. Expect them to seek vengeance, going to great lengths to do so. Therefore, if you're considering offending a Scorpio, it's best to abandon that plan altogether. And if they haven't yet caught wind of your transgression, it's in your best interest to apologize sooner rather than later. While they may eventually forgive you, it'll likely require a considerable amount of groveling, but even then, they'll always remember what you've done, possessive and jealous. If you're looking for a partner who'll trust you completely, especially when you're hanging out with a bunch of guy friends, you might want to think twice before dating a Scorpio. Even if you just happen to bump into your ex and share a casual coffee catch-up, it's probably best not to spill the beans to a Scorpio. When they're head over heels in love, Scorpios have zero tolerance for even the slightest whiff of disloyalty. They can't stand the idea of someone else stealing your attention or making flirty moves on you. When you're with them, they expect you to be totally focused on them because, let's face it, if you mess around, you're in for a serious dose of jealousy. Their way of loving is pretty intense. They fall hard and fast, and all those intense feelings can sometimes freak them out a bit. If you're in a relationship with a Scorpio, you've got to keep reassuring them of your love and commitment. It's like giving them a soothing balm for their worries and fears. Impatient. For some people, patience isn't their strong suit, and Scorpios fit perfectly into this category. They just can't stand slowing down or waiting around for things to happen. Instant gratification is what they crave. So, if you've made a promise to a Scorpio, make sure you deliver on time. Even being a few seconds late to a date can rub them the wrong way, and you might find yourself facing a grumpy Scorpio who's ready to bail. Waiting is like a personal affront to them. This impatience of theirs is also why they often prefer doing things their own way. In group projects, expect them to assert their suggestions strongly. If you insist on sticking to your own plan, brace yourself, because if things don't go as expected, you'll witness a whole new side of the restless Scorpio sign. It's like they have this internal clock that's always ticking, urging them to move forward without delay. So, if you're working with a Scorpio, it's best to try to keep up with their pace and be prepared for their assertiveness. Otherwise, you might find yourself caught in the whirlwind of their impatience and determination. Controlling and manipulative. If you're curious about masters of mind games, look no further than Scorpios. These clever, intuitive, and sharp individuals, born under the water sign, excel at gaslighting, making it effortless for them to control others. Their natural knack for intuition allows them to read people like open books. They instinctively leverage this insight to their advantage, easily confusing those who are easily swayed or lack intuitive insight. Manipulation is like a sport to them, one they've perfected with ease. Often they possess a deeper understanding of situations than they reveal, yet they'll lead you on, feigning innocence every step of the way. It's like they're playing chess while others are playing checkers. There are always several moves ahead. Their ability to manipulate and control situations can be both impressive and daunting, especially for those who underestimate their cunning nature. Extremely secretive. Scorpios are a bit like a puzzle that's hard to solve. Just when you think you've got them figured out, there's always more to discover. They're naturally cautious and tend to keep their feelings and intentions hidden from plain sight. Trust doesn't come easy to them, and they're super protective of their personal space, which makes them suspect that everyone else is hiding something too. Because of this, they're not too keen on letting others get too close or know too much about them. They have this sneaky, strategic way of behaving that can make them seem aloof or closed off to those around them. It's like they've built invisible walls around themselves, making it tough for others to really understand what's going on inside their heads. Rigid. Scorpios aren't exactly known for their flexibility. Once they've made up their minds about something, they're like a rock, steadfast and immovable. Their beliefs mean a lot to them, so they'll stick to them no matter what, even if it means facing challenges or opposition. Convincing them to change their minds once they've set them is like trying to move a mountain, nearly impossible. They're so determined to stick to their guns that they won't budge an inch from what they strongly believe. Admitting when they're wrong isn't exactly their strong suit either. Instead of owning up to their mistakes, they'd rather engage in a heated debate to defend their position. Good luck trying to argue with a Scorpio. It's like trying to win a battle against an army of one. Knowing why Scorpio is the worst zodiac sign, I'm sure you would also like to know how to win a Scorpio man's heart. Click on the image and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.